dear friends and family, and welcome to my first ever thrifted haul. As you may have gathered from the title, I'm going to be presenting to you some of my awesome finds that I found at the thrift store. I thought that some of you could be really interested by what kind of finds you could find in a Swedish thrift store. The haul that I'm going to show you guys today are items that I found at two different thrift stores. One that's right across the street from my apartment, and another that's about a 15-minute bike ride. I've never lived so close to a thrift store in my life, so needless to say, I'm really excited to show these finds with you. And I think that the total amount value would be about $75 US. I'm going to explain to you guys how I'm going to structure this video. I'm going to present you guys everything that I bought. I'm just going to pull it out of the bag and show it on camera. And then actually it's going to also be a try-on haul. So the items that are clothing items or shoe items, I'm going to style them, and then there's going to be a portion of the video where I'm going to show you how they look on. I've been living here in Sweden for the past 2 years. I'm going on my third year here. And even though I am an immigrant in this country, I'm having a wonderful time and just learning about the culture, learning the language. I've really loved seeing the differences between the thrift stores here in Sweden and what you can find in a French thrift store, which is where I originally come from. The things that I'm looking for when I walk into a thrift store are usually clothes that are vintage inspired, that fit my body, shoes that are in my size because I wear a size 42 in Europe, which is a quite big size and difficult to find. And I'm also looking for home decor, home fabrics such as tablecloths, but also sheets and just pieces of fabric. I also look for fabric that I would be interested to sew with, either vintage inspired clothing for myself or historical costumes, which is something that I also enjoy doing. The prices here in Sweden are in Swedish crowns, and since I know that a lot of the viewers are Anglophone or American, and in any case maybe more familiar with the euro than they are with the Swedish crown, I've decided that as I pull each item out of the bag, I'm going to be giving you guys the price in US dollars, a rough estimation. Usually a price in Swedish crowns, for example, if it costs 20 Swedish crowns, the easiest way that you can convert that into US dollars or even euros is to take off the last number. So 20 Swedish crowns in US dollars would be about $2. Of course, this is a really approximate conversion, but I decided that for this purposes it would be close enough for you guys to understand the general prices of things here in Sweden. One huge difference that I've felt in thrift stores here is that there is so much fabric. Swedes are really attached to their tablecloths, their curtains, and there's a whole plethora of beautiful fabrics. So many curtains, so many scraps of fabric to choose from, beautiful cushions, and so I've been really delighted by that selection and just the variety and the choice that there are in their fabric offerings. Without further ado, I'm going to be pulling things out of my bags and showing you what I bought. I'm really excited. As I said before, I'm going to be showing things kind of as I pull them out of the bag, so there's not going to be a real structure in what order I show you each item. So, this is my haul. And another one. Yes, I have 4 big bags. I have a mix of home decor, home fabrics, fabric scraps to sew with, sheets, shoes, and clothes. Let's get right to it. Let's start with this bag. So, first item that I kind of pull out of here is this red velvety upholstery type fabric. It has kind of, it's very reflecty. It's a velvet cut and uncut pile, it looks like, to form a design. And I thought it's quite a small piece. I'll show you guys. There it is. And this cost $2 US. And this reminded me of something that I could use for a Renaissance gown, because I'm very into Renaissance fairs. We go to a really big Renaissance fair every year with my family, and I thought that this beautiful velvet could be something really useful to make some sleeves, to make a bodice for a Renaissance gown, for example. Next I got these two little decorative plates. They seem like they're actually from Rhodes in Greece. But I fell in love with this one, which is a little deer with a really, I thought really medieval looking design to it. And then I found its little companion, which is a design I'm less attracted to, but I thought it would be better to get the two together so they could be a pair. And they have a system in the back to hang them on the wall. These two plates were 50 cents each, so $1 for both of them. Next, I got this adorable little vintage, it's a little dog, I think, for $1 US. This cute little dog is actually a present for my dear mother. She collects these kind of little vintage looking flower pots. She has cats, bunny rabbits, all kinds of animals. And when I saw him, I just couldn't resist for $1. I thought that would make a cute little gift for her. Next, I got curtains for our bedroom. If some of you don't know, we moved into this apartment where I'm sitting currently very recently, about 2 weeks ago. And so we're still working out a lot of the curtains, the decor, the furniture and everything. And really needed curtains for the bedroom. And when I saw these, I just fell in love. They're really cute. They're just a floral, they're purple, the walls in our bedroom are purple. And so this actually is a great match for it. The curtains were $2 each, and I got both curtains. And then they were actually, with it, matching these short curtains. In Sweden, people love to put these short curtains in their kitchens. I actually already have curtains like that in my kitchen that I also bought at the thrift store, but it was all matching, so I couldn't leave it behind. And it has this really cute gingham purple overlay at the top, and same, these were $2, and there was 2 of them, so I got both to just keep the set together. I couldn't see myself leaving just the small curtains there. And last thing in this bag, this super cute, I think it's supposed to be a table runner, that I bought for 50 cents. And I thought it could be really nice as some kind of embellishment on a historical gown. Again, I was thinking Renaissance, but who knows. And actually, as I was walking around the store, I found another one. It's the same, it's exactly the same. So I got both of them. I thought if I wanted to do a edge on a dress or something, it was better to have more than less, so I got both of them, and it was also 50 cents, so $1 for both. That's it for bag 1. Let's move to bag 2. Next thing is something quite expensive. Usually I don't spend so much at the thrift store. These were $25, but when I tried them on and I saw that they fit, I just had to have them. These white shoes, they're so cute. I don't have anything like them. They're flats, so really comfy. They're in leather, they're really good quality, and they're actually new. They still have their tags, and they're not worn on the soles. So, there you go. They originally cost about $80. As I said, they're 42s, which is my size. I have to look that up in US size. But I got them $25, more than I'm used to spending. But I know that I have a pair of also flats that are black that were a little bit more expensive than what I was comfortable paying. But now they're like my favorite shoe. I wear them almost every day. And so if I have to pay a little bit more to like have my next pair of favorite shoes, maybe it's worth it. Okay, let me just grab this bag. Next up is another pair of shoes. And these are actually for historical costuming. They're this really simple pair of black leather shoes with a little heel. And I just thought they had the perfect shape and look to be repurposed as 18th century shoes. And these cost $1. They are size 41, which is one size smaller than what I'm supposed to be wearing. But for $1, I couldn't leave them behind. I thought that I could restyle them. I could either just add a buckle, and that could be just a really simple 18th century dupe. or I could completely cover it with silk or some beautiful fabric to make it look even more 18th century with minimal effort and work and minimal cost, because for $1 it was a really good find. And I thought, even if they're not comfortable and I can't make it work, because they do fit, but to walk in for a long period of time, I'm not sure that's a really good idea. But for the price, I thought that I could always restyle them and give them to another costuming friend. Those are the only 2 pairs of shoes that I bought for this haul. But next I have a huge bag of clothes. And I'm going to be inserting clips of me styling and wearing these items in between me talking about them. So you will get to see right away what they look like. First up is this adorable vest. It's a corduroy brown. It has 4 buttons up the front. It fits me really well. I'm really pleased by this. I haven't been very vintage inspired for very long, and I actually don't own any true vintage pieces because I'm too cheap. I just I don't want to spend that much on my clothes, and so I end up wearing a lot of just kind of vintage style, vintage inspired, but usually kind of modern clothes that can pass for vintage. This is for some brand called Susie. Some girls have all the style. It says on the tag. But this cost $1. Basically all the clothes I'm going to be showing you now cost $1, which is why some things I was a bit on the fence about. But for the price, I was like, oh, I can always restyle them, or I can, you know, work on them or give them to someone else. And since I haven't been wearing vintage for very long, I've actually been really inspired by lots of different YouTubers, especially Rachel Matsky. Her videos have really made me push myself style-wise, and I'm really inspired by her looks. And so vests like these, when I see them, I'm immediately like, yes, I can achieve the look that I want with these kinds of items. Next, I got this knitted little jumper Shrug thing. It arrives kind of at my midriff. It is long sleeved, and there's just a single button in the middle, and I thought that this could be really nice over a dress, and again, $1. Next is this other knitted shirt. This one is short sleeved, and it's really cute. It has it's a lot longer, and it has a lot more buttons down the front. But I thought worn over like kind of a tank top and then with a skirt tucked into it, I mean, it could be really cute. And so again, for $1, I couldn't just leave it. Next, I got these really comfy pants that I'm really excited about. Here they are. They have 2 little buttons here. They have belt loops, and they are actually kind of capri length. Needless to say, they are in super stretchy material. They are from a really popular chain clothing store here in Sweden called Kappahl. But when I tried them on, they were just so comfortable, and they just kind of instantly give that kind of, with the wide leg, they kind of give that vintage vibe even when I'm feeling kind of lazy. And so I thought that this would be really good for those kind of lazy days or at home or whatever. Next I got a couple skirts. These are quite long, but they fit and they were comfortable. This is just a simple navy blue skirt, really long. It has a slit in the back for ease of movement. It doesn't have any pleats or anything in it. It's just a simple pencil skirt, really long. And this is from a brand called Aspens. yeah, and I just thought it could be cute with just a simple white shirt tucked into it. Next, I got a V-neck jumper. As we're heading into those colder months, I thought it could be really nice to have a thin, soft, cozy jumper to wear over a white shirt, for example, with the collar kind of peeking out of it. Could be really cute. And I've been really searching for this kind of V-neck. And finally, second skirt. This maroon skirt has pockets, yes, so I was sold on that. And then it has this really, it's quite long, and it has this really cute detailing down both sides of 3 buttons. They're on the other side too. So when I saw that, I thought, that's adorable. Again, $1. Sold. That's actually it for bag number 2. I'm making progress, guys. Only 2 more bags. All the clothing that I showed you guys here was actually going on sale. It was in a tent next to the thrift store that's across the street from my house. The clothes were already super cheap in there. They were $2 US, and then yesterday was the last day that the tent was open before it closes before the cold weather, and so everything in the tent was half off, and so all the clothes were $1 instead of $2. Bag number 3. Oh yes, I got these adorable curtains. When I saw these, I couldn't look at this pattern. So cute. Oh, I love it. I mean, in my studies, I've been really focused in 18th century fabrics and prints. It was the whole theme of my master's thesis. And so now whenever I go into a store and I see this, I'm just like, oh, folksy, 18th century, adorable. And actually there's 2 of them. And they are curtains, actually. And I don't think there's a price on them. I think she made me pay $2.50, so like $2.50 for the pair. So, I mean, a real deal. I don't know what I'm gonna do with this. I don't really need curtains. It could be really cute as a dress, like a kind of a flowy, like kind of more structured top and kind of a pleated skirt. That could be really cute, kind of a dirndl style dress. To be determined. Next, I got something that's really important, but not very pretty. I got this duvet cover, and I purposefully chose something really ugly because I knew that I needed fabric for mock-ups. This cost 50 cents, and I figured a duvet cover, you have both sides since it's, you know, sandwiches the cover in it, and so I have twice as much fabric to work with. And for 50 cents, I decided to go with this this fabric. Basically, I have a lot of sewing projects coming up, and I knew that I needed something just kind of ugly that I wouldn't be tempted to keep at all. Next, I got homewares. I got this little oven, I don't know what these are called. Not an oven mitt. It's not a mitt, but I don't know. This thing to take things out of the oven. Yes, this is so cute. This is so cute, guys. This is like a tiny little tablecloth. Look at that. It is so cute. I just can't. The dots, the flowers, the symmetry. It's everything I love. It's so vintage inspired. It's adorable. It cost $1. And when I saw it, I just grabbed it and I'm like, you are mine now. You're never leaving my side. So cute. And actually underneath it, It was the second one. So cute. I love it. The florals. But now I'm a bit confused because I was sure I had a different pattern. Huh. That's weird. I thought I had one with apples on it. Huh. I don't remember this one actually. I remember this one because it's adorable. And huh. Alright. That's really strange. This one was a little bit more expensive. It cost $2. And in this bag I have one more thing. It is this adorable duvet cover with a matching pillowcase. It's this kind of, I think it's from IKEA originally. These tiny little patterns, green and red. And I think this was $2.50, I think, or maybe $2. With a little matching pillowcase. Guys, it's bag number 3. Only one more bag. Oh yeah, here's the rest of those curtains that I showed you guys earlier. And these are actually similar to the ones that I showed you, but they're the long ones, and they have the little gingham. They have the little gingham thing, but they're long. And there was 2 of those as well for $2 each. So I got all of them. Basically it was 6 curtains total. Oh yes. This, I think they're curtains. Oh, they're so cute. These cost $1 each. Look at this pattern. Drinking the 18th century goodness. I just can't. It's beautiful. It's like a printed cotton. It has a beautiful pattern. It's just been crazy basically ever since I've been fascinated with the 18th century because of my thesis. I've been just like finding this kind of fabric left and right. I think that they're especially popular here in Sweden. Next I got this adorable vest. Again, another vest I know. This one's like a black velvet. It has 4 buttons down the front. And actually, I haven't tried it on. What happened is that I was at the front of the thrift store, there's all the clothing, and so I picked out a couple things, and I was like, oh, I'll try them on later. And then I took so long in the other parts of the store with the fabric and such that they did a call on the announcement system saying, oh, we're closing the store soon, get to the checkout. And as I started taking things out of my bag and checking out, these clothing items were at the bottom, and I was like, oh, I forgot to even try them on. I don't know if they fit. And so I was just like, okay, I guess I'll just get them. They're not that expensive. I felt kind of stupid. I think this was $2.50. Little vest, so surprise, we'll see if they fit. If you don't see a try on video after this, it's that it didn't fit. And I mean, same things with the pants. I kind of stupidly forgot to try them on. I'm hoping that they fit. Like this, they're a little bit stretchy. I'm hoping that'll help. They're long enough, which is what attracted me to them, and they're brown. I don't have any dark brown pants like this. Kind of 40s inspired. Yeah, and they're brand new. They still have the tag. It says it's a size 48 European size. I mean French size, which I think is should fit me normally. And these were $4 from a brand called Brantex. Guys, we did it! We made it through the thrift haul. All 4 bags. I'm so proud of us. And I'm so proud of me for spending so much money. This video is kind of a little bit of a celebration video because I just hit 500 followers on Instagram and I thought I wanted to do something special. I did thrift hauls like this on my Instagram stories, and people seemed to really like them and liked seeing what I got. And so I thought I would make a more full-length, more polished video to share. And I'm hoping that if this is popular, I can make another one, even if there's a couple people that say, oh, I really like this. I will be encouraged to make more, because I will never stop thrifting. And as I said, there's a ready plethora of stores that I can go to in really close proximity. If you don't follow me on Instagram yet, check it out. I'll put my handle somewhere here. It's thrifted_threads_conservator, and in my Instagram I talk a lot about my work, my sewing projects, my historical sewing, my vintage sewing, fabric, and just general kind of craftiness and stuff. It's also a platform on which I post a lot more kind of little short snippets of what's going on, of mini hauls and so on. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. I'm so happy to be finally doing this. This has been something that I wanted to do for so long, and now I finally felt that I had the content to do something really, really fun and interesting for you guys. So I hope you enjoyed seeing what you can find in the Swedish thrift store. Of course, this is only a tiny sample, and of course it's stuff that I am interested in, so my tastes won't necessarily be yours. But I had a great time, and I hope to see you soon. Bye!